this cut this cut came out nice yesterday. It did. I look lit. Yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. Um, I got my little white on today because today was whiteout day at school today. We had a pep rally and everything. It was lit. Enjoyed myself. Um, Today's video will be the video I promised you guys a couple of days ago. The recap of WWE 2K19 Universe Mode and our new series Behind the Production. Yeah, coincidence, since 2K20 is right there, we're gonna go and do our new series right before 2K20 comes out. Yeah, cause we're like that. Amazing. Um, and this will be where I will talk about Universe Mode storylines, Universe Mode, everything Universe Mode basically will be in this video. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're talking about Sam. But somebody asked if I'm getting WWE 2K20. Of course I'm getting WWE 2K20. No matter how much this game makes me mad and aggravates me, I'm still gonna pick it up. I always do. um, you know, Even though the game looks like WWE 2K19.5, I'm still gonna pick it up because I always pick the games up every single year anyway. So, why not pick? I picked up 2K15, which was a pile of garbage. Um, you know, 2K19 is not gonna be that bad, people. I'm just saying it can't get 2K15 bad. I mean, good God, that game was. Oh my God, that game was trash. Oh my God, 2K15 is the worst of the series. Don't at me. Oh my God. Oh my God, that game was bad. It's not 2K15 bad, so I'm still gonna pick it up. And I might have it day one. We'll see. I don't know if I would have the Fiend day one or on the 29th. Um, I still don't know if I'm gonna have the Fiend because I don't know if I got my pre-order in time. If I didn't get my pre-order in time, I don't need the Fiend till February anyway. So no, January. I don't need them till January anyway. So whatever. If I don't get the Fiend, whatever. I don't need them till January anyway. Um, but anyways, that's another story for another day. Enough about WWE 2K20. Let's talk about Universe Mode. We just wrapped up last week. Sunday was the season finale, Mega Main Event reunion. Um, the reunion of Mega Main Event that we had held the year before, which was the season finale of, coincidentally, the second to last pay per view of um, WWE 2K not 18 was Mega Main Event, and then we had SummerSlam to close out that season. So I'm looking at the last game, and we went over numbers, and it's astounding how great WWE 2K19 was for us. 25,436 views, 766 subscribers. 766 subscribers. Think about that. WWE 2K19 gained me 766 subscribers. 1,280 likes and 536 comments from 157 episodes. Think about those numbers. My total view count is 55,225. That's my total view count. 55,235. WWE 2K19 has a quarter of my total view count. No, my view count's not 60,000. No, my view count is 55,000. I haven't reached 60 yet. I checked yesterday. My view count is 55,000. It is. I know I look at my view count every single week. It's not 60,000. It's nah, I wish it was 60,000, but it's not. We're getting there. I might get there after I get 2K20, but it's not 60,000. It's probably gonna. It's like it's 55,000 is that's my total view count. Um, you know what I'm saying? So um, if you think about it, that was incredible numbers because WWE 2K15, I'm not 2K15, 2K18 only did 15,236 views. I got 10,000 more than I did in 2K18, which was incredible. So this was my best year of 2K on YouTube. 25,000. I still cannot believe that number. Wow. That is incredible. From a live stream format universe. That is incredible. You can't like that, man. That put a smile on my face when I read the stats for that one. And I hit 1,000 subscribers. I did what I wanted to do in 2K19. My goals when I picked up WWE 2K19 was to hit 1,000 subscribers and gain and hit over 20,000 views on that game, and I did both of them in 1 year. It took me till October, but I did it. I did, and I'm really proud of that. Um, and now I want to hit 2,000 in 2K in 2K20. That's the next one. I want to hit 2,000 subscribers, and I want 33,000 views. I want 33,000 views next year. I want to hit 100,000 views. No, I actually scratch that. I want to hit 100,000 total views for the channel next year. I want, by the time I'm sitting here in 2020 recapping WWE 2K20 right before the PS5 comes out in December, when I sit here, I want to reach 100. I want to have 100,000 total views, and I want 2,000 subscribers. And hopefully by that time, I'll be monetized. That's my goal. My goals next year is to hit 100,000 total views. Cause that was my goal I set out from when I first started this channel. In 4 years was to hit 100,000 total views, and we're halfway there already. Well, my goal, well, it was 100,000 subscribers, but realistically, I was not going to hit that. Looking back at it, I'll be shocked if I even get to 10,000 by the time I get yeah, thing. But I'm gonna change my goals because I'm gonna say in 10 years 100,000. But it was not gonna, I was not gonna hit that. It was impossible to hit that. Um, but 2K19 was, I'm gonna say, my most complete universe mode year. 2K17 was the back end of it. 2K18 was the first full year, and I was really terrible. Oh my god. 2K18 and LOLJ. That's a good go. That's a good go. 2K18 in our opinion, in Cold Trade Productions' opinion, was the second best year. It was the second best year because storylines were kind of inconsistent. Build was all over the place, man. I was WWE 2.0 in 2K18. I really wasn't. I didn't know how to build a storyline, and make it make sense. And commentary was it was okay. Um, so I think this is the best 2K year overall. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. Everybody keeps saying 2K18 was better. I just don't see how 2K18 was better. Ascension beats Taker and Kane. That was in 2K17 actually. That was oh my god, dude. You guys, if you guys want to go laugh, if y'all want to go laugh, go look back at 2K17 Universe Mode. Oh my god, that was so terrible. Dude, I had the Ascension beat Taker and Kane for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Because, the Undertaker and Kane were the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And the Ascension beat them at Night of Champions. Oh my god, what was I thinking? Then I had a created Undertaker, a custom created Undertaker with long hair. Then I had Kane team up. I misspelled the Brothers of Destruction. Oh my god, man. Oh, I was weak looking at that the other day, man. Oh my god, we have come a long way. We we have come a long way from that garbage. Oh man, and then the WWE Championship, man. Oh god, I'm sorry, man. That stupid Apple thing popped up, but I'm back. Oh man, that we have come a long way from those times. Um, long way. But I'm gonna do with J Dog. Not J Dog. Jesus. J and W. I have so many J's I have subscribed to. I'm gonna do what J and W did with his series when he recapped an AO. I think it was AOA or AOR. One of them he recapped and he did a little live stream and talked about him. I'm gonna do something similar to his, but we're not gonna drag on too long because I got my man Angelus is going live later on before SmackDown Live, and I want to catch that while I'm at the game, and I'll probably gonna get off here about like 6. Um yeah, I honestly, I just one of them. I call one the boss man. I call one the J Dog. I mean the J man. No, that's how I do it. What's up, Dino? Welcome to the stream. I honestly can't tell the difference. So I'm gonna go pay per view by pay per view. Give you guys my favorite storyline of the pay per view, and we'll go from there. So let's start off. Where did we start off in 2K19? Jesus Christ. Let's see. All right, let's look at the playlist that we created that still has not been updated. That's incredible. So we started 2K. Oh Jesus, 2K19 off. We stopped after SummerSlam, like I stated. So this was the let's see. We were going into Clash of Champions. Now I remember this. The Rock was still the general manager at the time of Monday Night Raw. We had the Speaking Universally series. Our champions were absolutely okay, I guess. Brock Lesnar was the United States champion. I think Lewis was the European champion, I believe. We have the WWE champion was not Finn Balor yet. It was actually Aleister Black. No, the Undertaker. No, the Undertaker was still the WWE champion at the time. And then I forgot about most of this. I forgot our tag team champions. Hold on, let me look at the video because I forgot. I forgot legit. I forgot who was my champions. I legit did. I know Bailey was still a champion. You know, we were still in the greatest air woman of all time. Yeah. So Brock was the United States champion. Jesus Christ. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I honestly, we had the Hardy Boys as the Raw Tag Team Champions. Samuel Lewis was the European Champion. AJ Styles was still the Strawberry Cupcake Universal Champion. Oh God. I still had the Universal Championship at the time. Yeah, that's how old this video is. Um, and then our WWE Champion I think was still the Undertaker. I have a funny story on that one. The Undertaker was not supposed to be WWE champion. Um, and he, yeah, he was not supposed to be WWE champion because fun fact, guys, um, in 2K18, I botched the WWE Championship match at SummerSlam. Um, and the Undertaker beat Aleister Black. And I had to make up a storyline and say, "Oh, it was in controversial fashion," when actually it was not. It was actually a clean finish, and you know that was really bad. So I had to come up with a reason to have Brock, not Brock, Aleister Black face the Undertaker on the SmackDown Live after SummerSlam, the first episode of the new series. You know, and that was really bad. It really was bad. Poor me. What was I thinking as Brock as United States champion? Well, apparently you guys wanted a new United States champion, and y'all were getting tired of our previous U.S. champion before, so I gave Brock the title. Brock didn't hold it that long. I think he held it for 2 months and then he dropped it. And I was kind of building up an interesting concept of Brock versus Samoa Joe, and I wanted Joe to go over Brock and make him and put him to sleep. So that's why Brock won the United States Championship, because he was ultimately going to drop it to Samoa Joe. We didn't have a cruiserweight champion because, yeah, you wasn't around during that time. That's why I'm going over this, because some of you guys were not around during this time, and I want to talk to you guys about how I evolutionized my series. The cruiserweight championship was not around at this time because Tommaso Ciampa was not in 2K19, so we had vacated the Cruiserweight Championship, and we didn't have a champion. So, yeah. Balor was Mr. Money in the Bank. See, this is where it connects to the Aleister Black versus Finn Balor match that people had complained about, that the storyline was freaking dragged out, which I don't know how it was dragged out, people. It started from the first episode um all the way to their eventual Unforgiven match. I mean, come on, guys. It was not dragged out. I was telling a massive story right there, and that I really enjoyed, by the way, which we'll talk about as we go over this video. So that was our champions. No, now Clash of Champions, the first pay-per-view of the 2K19 universe mode. Fun fact: Clash of Champions will be the first pay-per-view of 2K20 universe mode. Oh my! Look at me. You see, actually, that's actually really funny, because the original first pay-per-view of 2K20 was supposed to be Super Showdown and Hell in a Cell. It was supposed to be brand exclusive, but at the last minute we changed our minds and we're gonna do Clash of Champions again and put 2K and put Hell in a Cell and Super Showdown in October, where it's supposed to be uh in it. Yeah, Boss didn't jump in until like I think Boss, Dino, they didn't come in until around WrestleMania time. We were going into the summer months when they came out. I think Dino came in around Money in the Bank, and Boss didn't come in until like WrestleMania time, because I know who he was, because I met Third Strike. I'm gonna say around, I was getting to like the 700 800 subscriber range, and that's when I met Third Strike, around that time period. I know who none of these people was until like WrestleMania season. We were going into WrestleMania, and then Mark came in around that time. I remember at one point Rob had was making thumbnails for me. I remember that at one point. Um, I didn't meet Rob until like the beginning of 2K19. So yeah. Yeah, and because I remember J Dog, because I met J Dog. J Dog was the first one I met. Fun fact, he came in at Hell in a Cell. He watched the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. He jumped in for a minute and I didn't catch him. And then he watched Survivor Series in its entirety. And I seen that he had subscribed to the channel. So I had subscribed back, obviously, and I had caught an episode of the Best Damn Universe mode, and I was like, this sounds interesting. So I had subscribed, hit notifications, and we had started talking and stuff like that, and we became good YouTube friends. So Boss was premiering one time. I said, "Let me hop on in," and I was watching it, and then I met J and W in that premiere stream. He was premiering, I believe, and I had met him, and we been YouTube friends ever since. There you go. Fun fact, fun story. Um, Clash of Champions. In my opinion, this was the worst pay per view of 2K19. Um, I think that there were much better pay per views than this. This was the beginning. Nobody knew who people were. Um, and I think this is one of my most sloppy pay per views, because there was a lot of things wrong with this show. Um, the Undisputed Era storyline started in this show. Samuel Lewis lost the European Championship. Jesus, I mean, which was a major botch. I think we had three botches on this show. Lewis lost the European Championship. I think KJ won it. I think he did. KJ won it. So that was a botch. Then we had the Cruiserweight Championship. Originally, Mustafa Ali was supposed to win the Cruiserweight Championship, but he didn't win it, and John Bobby Fish won the Cruiserweight Championship. Why did Bobby Fish win the Cruiserweight Championship? I have no idea. Just ask one of my production crew who had made Mr. Ali tap out. Great job. The Bludgeon Brothers and Sandy match was absolutely bad. The Bludgeon Brothers really was just used as jobbers to Sandy, because I already knew where Sandy was going. They were going to destroy everybody and get 1 year as the tag team champions. I mean, that match was terrible, man. I honestly believe that match was really awful. The Bludgeon Brothers, they were a chore to work with Sandy. They just didn't match. They did not match, and it turned out to be a really bad match that I want to forget about. Brock and Joe was the match of the night, in my opinion. They tore the house down. A lot of people love this match. This was one of my favorite matches of the night. And it made me really love Brock Lesnar. When you use Brock Lesnar the correct way, you can bring out the best in him, and that's exactly what I have been doing in my series. He's been putting over guys, and he's been having some damn good matches. This was probably Brock's best match of 2K19. Um, the United States Championship match was the match of the night, and this was the probably one of the best matches in this in the first 10 episodes of the series. They came in there, did their business. Samoa Joe, I think he won the championship. Yeah, Samoa Joe won the United States Championship. As I said, Brock was always going to be a transitional champion. Joe won the title, and he faced Brock in Hell in a Cell to end their little mini feud that started at SummerSlam. So that was really good. Now Killian Dane and Sami Zayn. Man, I really honestly regret not giving Killian Dane the championship. Killian Dane should have won this match, but I wanted to continue heel Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn just won the Intercontinental Championship, and I didn't want to let him lose it in 1 month after winning it, because Brock already lost his championship. So, and I loved the Sami Zayn's title run. It was amazing. This match overall was really good. I honestly believe that it was really good. But in the end, Dane wasn't ready, and that's what my mentality was. Only he was not ready for the Intercontinental Championship. Then we had the main event. The co-main event evening, which was Dean Ambrose, Samoa Joe, and AJ Styles. Yes, Samoa Joe was pulling double duty. I remember now, because I remember Samoa Joe came out the first episode of Raw and challenged AJ Styles for the Universal Championship, and Dean Ambrose had actually beat Samoa Joe later on that night, and then I made a triple threat match. Samoa Joe almost was the first double champion of the series. So this match was originally supposed to be Ambrose versus Styles, but I didn't trust Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles by themselves, and I wanted to continue the monster's path to Joe. Joe was not pinned, luckily, in the ending of this match. The ending of this match seen AJ Styles hit a Styles Clash to Samoa Joe to get the victory. To Dean Ambrose to get the victory and win and retain the Universal Championship. Then our main event of Clash of Champions was Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, and Aleister Black. I absolutely forgot about this match. Jesus. How did this match come to be? I'm trying to think. Okay, so Black was here because of the cash in. Kevin Owens was here because he was owed a WWE Championship match. Now I remember. This is from SummerSlam. Owens was owed a WWE Championship match, and Daniel Bryan won a number one contendership match. Um, and I really, really enjoyed this match. I think this was the second best match of the night. These four men came in there and they kicked behind. It was amazing. Um, looking back on it, the right man won. This was the beginning of Finn Balor's amazing 1 year title reign as the WWE champion. And you guys can't argue and tell me that Finn Balor didn't have crazy matches. All of his matches delivered. I think the only match that did not deliver was the No Mercy match, which we will get into in just a minute with the Undertaker. That match didn't deliver. It was really short, and I'll go on the reasons why that was short and later on in the stream. But this delivered. I had no problems with this match. It delivered. It did what it needed to do. It set the stage that Aleister Black was a threat to Finn Balor, and he would have always remained a threat. It set the stage that Kevin Owens could have been a major player on SmackDown Live. Fun. Oh, actually, Owens was he was gifted a rematch. I remember. Kevin Owens was the WWE champion before he lost it to the Undertaker. Don't ask me why that happened. One of the decisions I regret. Owens was owed a rematch clause, and then Daniel Bryan he earned his opportunity from the Mega Main Event match that Team SmackDown won. He won the Triple Threat match, and that's how he got his opportunity. So that now it makes sense why this Fatal 4-Way happened. Bryan is getting his from Mega Main Event, the first one, not Reunion, Mega Main Event 1. Um, and Kevin Owens is getting his from losing to the Undertaker. I don't want to talk about it. From WWE, I think it was Battleground. He lost to the Undertaker. Jesus Christ, oh, I hate that match. Um, Balor, he's the champion, and Aleister Black was cashed in on. Now it makes more sense. So I actually was going by logic when I made this match, which is amazing. Um, and that's all I gotta say about it. Clash of Champions, the worst show of 2K19. It had a lot of botches, a lot of regretful decisions. Um, but two matches delivered, which made the show get 133 views with 11 likes, and I gained 5 subscribers from the show. So that was the first pay-per-view of 2K19. In my opinion, one of the worst of 2K19. Just saying. Um, I'm really hard on myself when I go back and watch these shows. Um, and we actually put up to the votes. Um, yeah, that boss, like you don't understand how much I hated that Undertaker WWE Championship reign, and it actually wasn't my decision. Um, the writing staff wanted to you know the writing staff wanted the Undertaker as the WWE champion because they wanted Aleister Black versus the Undertaker at SummerSlam. Well, logically that made sense. That was a money match for SummerSlam. It really was. Um, and Taker was WWE champion number one for way too long. He won that title at Elimination Chamber in 2K18 and held that mud till SummerSlam, beating Kevin Owens. He beat Daniel Bryan. He beat a lot of current stars. And I honestly, looking back at 2K, that's why 2K18 was not one of my favorites because of the Undertaker WWE Championship reign. It was really, really bad. What was I thinking? Just to get to an Aleister Black match, which arguably was a botch, which was unsuccessful in getting him over, that failed. I completely ruined everybody. I did. And I had to rebuild everybody from the ground up in 2K19, which took me a long time to do. Everybody had to recover from that Undertaker loss. because a lot of people on SmackDown Live took a Undertaker loss. Everybody in this main event, Daniel Bryan lost to him, Kevin Owens lost to him, Finn Balor actually did not get an opportunity at Undertaker's championship. Finn Balor was just lost in a shuffle in 2K18. Poor Finn Balor. Aleister Black, he lost to Taker, so he had to be rebuilt from the ground up. It was a mess. When Finn Balor fought people, it was amazing, and he actually made people look good. On the other hand, which was the great side of him. But Clash of Champions, worst show of 2K19. Now on to Hell in a Cell, one of my favorite shows of 2K19. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm back. Weirdness. Apparently somebody from Sanford, Florida wants to call my freaking number. Now on to Hell in a Cell, which a lot of people was said was my best work of the series so far. Um, this is what Sammy said. Uh, Damn, this was a great pay per view in a while. The European title and WWE title match were a 5-star classic. The Fatal 4-Way match with Strowman, McIntyre, Lewis, and Rude was a success, and the US title match was awesome. A lot of people was really up in arms about this show. Um, it got 100 and how many views? 115 views and 11 likes. So it did Clash of Champions number, but the quality was way better than Clash of Champions. This has started the Raw versus SmackDown stuff. I think Raw won October. I honestly think Raw won October. Coltrane Productions actually thinks that they won October too. I think Raw was Hell in a Cell was better than No Mercy. I gotta give Hell in a Cell that it was way better than No Mercy. No Mercy had a better card, but it didn't deliver like Hell in a Cell did. Hell in a Cell had a lot of things going for it, and it delivered. It was absolutely insane. KJ and Dolph Ziggler was probably one of my favorite Hell in a Cell matches I did in 2K19. That was incredible. Even Naomi and Charlotte, they killed it. Naomi and Charlotte came in there and did their thing in that in that steel cage match. And I was really proud of how Hell in a Cell turned out, and I think that was the best brand exclusive pay per view of the series of 2K19, in my opinion. Um, Absolutely incredible. And that's all I gotta say on it. So Monday Night Raw won round one of the Raw versus SmackDown brand reviews. Raw won October. They won Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell, No Mercy. Hell in a Cell was the better show than No Mercy. No Mercy. This was episode 20, week after, because I always schedule my brand reviews. Sometimes Raw goes first, sometimes SmackDown goes first. It just depends on how much build I want the shows to be. Had 96 views and 12 likes. Even though this had more likes and less views, this was when we were really getting into the nitty gritty of the Brian Angel and Triple H storyline. I remember because I wrote this show. Actually, no, I didn't. I know, I didn't write this show. I wrote the script for this show. I produced two matches on this card, and that was the best match of the night. I produced the tag team match, and I produced I think the Asian match that happened. I produced those matches on the show. Um, Wait, hold on, yeah. Yeah, this was the beginning of the Brian Angel and Triple H saga, which lasted from which lasted from September to November. I remember Kurt Angle and Sami Zayn fought each other for the Intercontinental Championship. Jesus Christ, I don't remember that one. It was a banger actually. It was really good. This was the rise of David West as he fought Pete Dunne for the United Kingdom Championship. That was really good. David West was a newbie on the scene, and nobody knew who he was. And he fought Pete Dunne for the UK title, and they tore the house down. That was incredible. Ray and Bobby Fish went at it. That was really good. I think this was the pay per view that Mysterio actually won the Cruiserweight Championship. Yeah, he did. This was the that Bobby Fish actually lost the Cruiserweight Championship to. Um, and then, yeah, like I said, the start of the Brian Angel storyline. Brian Angel, oh my God, Angel's model is so nostalgia. Brian Angel had faced Batista, and that was the start of the storyline. As Brian was announced for Team Shane for Survivor Series, in that Team Shane versus Team Triple H, aka Alliance versus BC storyline. That was the start of it, right here on this pay per view. When Batista was announced for Team Triple H, actually, go figure. Batista, yeah, look at Batista now. He was in that Survivor Series match. He got jobbed out. He got embarrassed, and now he's sitting here as our WWE champion. Wow. Oh, how a year can make your career. That is incredible to think about. Overall, No Mercy. It was not better than Hell in a Cell, but it did what it needed to do to make Survivor Series, uh, you know, um, yeah, crazy how time changes. That is insane. It did what it needed to make Survivor Series one of my favorite pay per views of the year. Now, you guys are asking me personally, what in 2K19 was my favorite pay per view of the year? It was not WrestleMania. WrestleMania is actually my second favorite pay per view of the year. I'll go over why in like 10 more minutes. Give me 10 more minutes. It was Survivor Series. Survivor Series was my favorite pay per view of 2K19. Here is why. Survivor Series was actually written in 2 weeks. We wrote the entire show in 2 weeks. It took us 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks 2K19 came out, I wrote Survivor Series. And it had the most build besides WrestleMania going for it. And it was my overall favorite show to produce out of the whole 2K19. It had the stories, it had the emotion, it had the matches, it had everything you would want in a pay per view, and it delivered. And that's why Survivor Series is one of my favorite shows in this game, 2K19 Universe Mode. It was one of my favorites. Um, I had no complaints with the show. I honestly didn't have any complaints. Um, One thing we could have done better was the Survivor Series matches itself. I think the only one that felt flat was the Team Raw and Team SmackDown one. The tag team one delivered. Oh my God, yo, hey Sammy, you remember this one? The Dream Team and the Street Profits versus the New Day and the Usos. Oh my God, God, God dang man. Oh my God, that match. Holy crap, man. The rise of the Dream Team, man. Jesus. Oh man, that was good times, man. That was incredible. That was incredible, man. I love that match. Freaking love that man. If you guys want to go back and watch anything from 2K19, I urge you guys to go back and watch the Survivor Series. So, um, the reason why is because it was the most complete show besides Mega Man Event Reunion of the series. Yeah. Um, it was the most complete show. A lot of people did not like the Dream Team, and I was kind of disappointed that you guys didn't like the Dream Team. The reason why was because I personally invested so much time into the Dream Team, and they were supposed to be baby faces, but I had to turn them heel because nobody liked them. And I was like, oh my God, every single thing I did with them, I, I made them freaking, you know, comedy acts. I gave them a comedy entrance. I gave them a comedy move set. I put the experience on display. I did everything I could, but nobody got behind them. Even when they won the tag team titles, nobody popped for it in the chat, and I was so mad. It's like, oh my god, what can I do to get these guys over? And then I turn them heel, and then all of a sudden everybody likes them now since I turned them heel. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, I like the Dream Team now. Oh, now you like them. I guess I got some people told me that they didn't have enough charisma. Apparently Apollo Crews just didn't fit right with Velveteen Dream. I thought it was a good pairing. I honestly thought it was a great pairing that Apollo Crews needed because he was going nowhere. He was going nowhere in the series. He was lost. His SmackDown Live run in 2K18 was god awful. He was jobbing to everybody. He had no direction. Velveteen Dream, I seen him in the game. I loved him in NXT in real life. I said, let's pair him with Apollo Crews. Let's build Dream from the ground up, and let's make Dream a world champion by the end of 2K19. And I did exactly what I wanted to do. And the Dream, and that's when the Dream and Crews storyline was born. But when they turned heel, people loved them. And I was just sitting there like, really now? You love them as a heel, but when they were a babyface tag team, you didn't like them. I'm like, bro. Ugh, wrestling fans. But like I said, I told y'all I listened to my audience. Y'all thought that they were really boring, and you know, I kind of understand that. Okay, I can see where they were boring at, but I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. They were a novelty act. Of course, they had all the charisma in the world, but you guys just didn't like them. But when I turned them heel, you gravitated toward them more because they were more relatable as heels. But I mean, tig for tag, man, tig for tag. I think my favorite. I think my favorite storyline in 2K19 was my top five was Dream and Cruz, Asia and Triple H, Asia and Wolf. Actually, I'm loving that one right now. Asia and Wolf, Lewis and Jones, the tag team reunion. They had two reunions in this show. Guys. Actually, fun fact: Samuel Lewis and KJ Jones reunited twice in this series. Twice. The second one I actually liked, and then finally the Velveteen Dream world title run. That was my top five storylines in the series. And then you can add Finn Balor's WWE title reign, Aleister Black rise to the top of SmackDown Live, and the Bayley and Bianca Belair storylines that are still going on. And also Bianca Belair's rise to the top of Monday Night Raw. Yeah. Um. Yes, the first one. I put them together, and then Samuel Lewis decides that he wants to quit the company. So then I had to rewrite him out again. I'm like, oh, that's just awesome. Now he wants to quit the company. So I was like, oh Jesus. I was like, oh Lord. And so I was like, okay, fine, Lewis, you can quit the company. Then he comes back to me 3 weeks later. Hey Cole, I want to come back into the series. So I'm like, oh my god, now you want to come back? I just split apart you and K&S and gave K&S the finish. He had the storyline. So I'm like, oh, well, whatever. Okay, fine, whatever. So then, I was like, oh, now I gotta rewrite these guys back as a tag team again. So then I did the little K&S thing after WrestleMania, and then slowly but surely teased it, and that's when J and W and them started watching. I slowly but surely teased it, and and I was like, oh, will Lewis trust him again? And then I had the numbers game as KJ Jones was outnumbered, something like that. I forgot how I did it, and then you know, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just put them back together and give them the Raw Tag Team Championships. I mean, I said I figured it was time. So I slowly but surely put them back together. They reunited, and then I built them up, and then they had faced the Usos at SummerSlam and beat them. So it actually worked out perfectly because the Usos needed to lose the championships to somebody anyway. And KNS was the perfect tag team to do that with. So, and actually, Lewis quitting actually was a positive and negative because that was KJ Jones' rise to the top of Monday Night Raw because while Lewis was gone, I pushed KJ to the moon, to the main event of WrestleMania. And I started the KJ and AJ storyline. So it was a positive and a negative, actually. So good things came out of it and negative things came out of it. The negative is that Samuel Lewis was supposed to win the United States Championship. He was supposed to win the United States Championship at WrestleMania. He was supposed to be double champion at WrestleMania instead of double champion at SummerSlam. If Lewis would have stayed with KJ Jones, they would have beat Dream and Cruz earlier than expected. Velveteen Dream and Apollo Crews would have lost their championships at the Royal Rumble. Yep. Dream and Cruz would have lost their titles at the Royal Rumble. KNS would have beat them. And similar to how Mega Man event went, to how SummerSlam went, Lewis would have competed for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. He would have won that ladder match. He would have become the new United States champion. They would have retained the Raw Tag Team Championships, and KJ Jones was gonna win the Universal Championship. That was originally supposed to happen. Lewis was gonna be double champion still to this day. He was gonna be the United States and the Raw Tag Team Champions. And then Brian Angel would have kept the Creators World Heavyweight Championship, and the Creators World Heavyweight Championship would have never went on Samuel Lewis. It would have been on Angel right now instead of Lewis. So he kind of screwed up Brian Angel, Raw Tag Team Champion right now, instead of being the Creators World Heavyweight Champion and Raw Tag Team Champion. Mm-hmm. Yep. You see, that is why you don't quit in the middle of a build. I told Sammy, I said everything's happens for a reason. Let it happen. Let it be. And he just didn't want to let it happen. He's like, no, I want to quit. This is bull crap. BS, man. Okay, I was like, okay, it was man. It could be man. All right, no title for you. And he didn't get a title until SummerSlam. So his punishment for quitting was not winning a championship to SummerSlam when he came back. Don't quit. The moral of the story is, don't quit. Yeah, Feck, I'm talking to you. Don't quit. Yeah, Tyler Phillip, I'm talking to you. Don't quit. Yeah. So. I mean, guys. You guys seriously was gonna be salty about? I mean, I understand why he was salty. I understand it. Okay. Oh, I get it. I actually get it. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I actually get it. You know, if I lost my championship in controversial fashion, you know, I would be the same way. I'd be like, that's bull crap. Like that hell. Like, let's take example the Hell in a Cell finish in real life with Rollins and what you call it, the Fiend. People were angry about that, and rightfully so. That was bull crap. If you compare the same too with Lewis losing the title in bull crap fashion, which he did, which was a botch, by the way, in bull crap fashion, I understand why he was mad. But I mean, you don't want to quit. That's the thing that got me. Why you want to quit and ruin storylines? You know what I'm saying? That made me mad, and I was so mad. And I said, you know what? I told Coaching Productions, screw Samuel Lewis. He's not getting a single championship until SummerSlam. I'm putting him on a 7-month drought without a title. Screw him and screw everything he's all about. When he comes back, no title for him. Scratch that WrestleMania match. Give the United States Championship to Bobby Roode at WrestleMania. Let him retain the title. Scrap that. Scrap them winning the Raw Tag Team Championships at the Royal Rumble. Give Dreamer and Cruz more time with the titles. Screw them both. And I did. That's exactly what I did. Screw it. So I was really mad. I really was mad. And I took my anger out on Lewis by not giving him a championship for 7 months. And when he finally was over enough, and when you guys accepted him back, and he was a big baby face, I pulled the plug on it, and I said, you know what? He's finally over. The audience likes him. His drought is over. Let's give him the Creators World Heavyweight Championship, and as a bonus, let's have him win the Raw Tag Team Championships. And that's exactly what I did. And he's, I think, in my opinion, in an actually better position now than he was a few months ago. Because ultimately, Tommaso Ciampa was going to come in and completely murder Samuel Lewis and take his championship away from him. Because Ciampa was always the plan for the United States Championship. No matter what scenario you would think I would have went with, Tommaso Ciampa was going to be the United States Champion by the end of 2K19. So he didn't get destroyed by Ciampa, which is good. And he actually had a slow rise to the top of Monday Night Raw. So they say all things happen for a reason. I think that, and I think Samuel Lewis thing that happened with him that messed him up was that rage. It actually benefited him in the long run, but in the short term run, it affected him a lot. So there you go on that little story right there. But like I said, Survivor Series was one of my favorite shows of this 2K19 Universe mode because it had everything, man. I enjoyed it. I urge you guys to go back and watch Survivor Series. At the time, my internet was going out. It was on its last legs before we got our new internet that we have now. So we had kind of cut off a few times during Survivor Series, but ultimately it turned out to, no matter the issues, it turned out to still be a fantastic show that people really, really enjoyed. Now I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. TLC was really nothing memorable to talk about. It was a transitional month. The Slammy Awards was the first time we did that in 2K19. You guys missed the Slammy Awards. We had our Slammies that we introduced. It was really a fun episode. I really enjoyed that. Um, and I will be bringing that back this year. It will probably be the same way after the final pay per view of the calendar year. Before we head into the WrestleMania season, I'm probably going to do it the night after that and do the Slammy Awards the same way like I did last year. And I'm really interested to see who wins Superstar of the Year, Match of the Year. I'm really interested to see who wins Match of the Year. Jesus, there were so many bangers in 2K19. It's gonna be hard to pick Match of the Year. Um, my Match of the Year. Let's see. This won't affect the Slammy Awards in any way because it's a fan vote. But my Match of the Year, if I had to pick one of them, the Match of the Year, man. I am gonna say the Fatal 5-Way Creators World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam. I honestly believe that that is Match of the Year. Um, my honest opinion. That match was incredible. That was my favorite Creators match of the year. World title match: Finn Balor versus Aleister Black. No mercy. No, Unforgiven. That was my favorite WWE Championship match of the year. The Dream Team versus who was it? The Usos was my favorite Raw Tag Team Championship match of the year. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match of the year. Sanity versus Undisputed Era 2 was my favorite SmackDown Tag Team Championship match of the year. Favorite US title match, I was gonna say Ciampa versus Rude. Favorite IC title match was Gargano versus the Super Showdown triple threat match that Johnny Gargano had. I forgot the people that was in that match, but that triple threat match was my favorite Intercontinental Championship match of the year. Um, and my favorite European title match was Jones and Ziggler. Um, no, yeah, Gargano won the title at WrestleMania. Yeah, Nakamura. It was Nakamura and Ali. Yes. Ooh, you have good memory. I have forgot about that match. Gargano won the IC title at WrestleMania, and he's the only champion from WrestleMania to this day. Everybody else has lost their titles that won their titles at WrestleMania. Everybody else has lost them. Um, he's the only champion from Mania. Is Johnny Gargano. Fun fact. Um, that Gargano that triple threat Super Showdown match was my favorite IC title match of the year. My favorite United Kingdom Championship match of the year was probably the Fatal 4-Way at Mega Man Event Reunion, which Ali just won. That was my favorite UK title match of the year, and I think that's all my favorite favorites. Bianca winning the Raw Women's the Bianca Cash is my favorite Raw Women's Championship match moment, and the Bailey reclaiming Bailey Ronda Rousey beating Bailey at Mania was my favorite SmackDown Live Women's Championship match of the year. So those are all my favorite championship matches of the year from every single title from 2K19. Um, we're gonna get into some fun facts now. Um, Let me tell you guys this one. Apollo Crews winning the World Heavyweight Championship was not planned. Um, his title reign, him winning the championship was actually a you guys decision. Because you guys got behind him at the right time, and I pulled the plug and gave him the championship. Now did I feel did I feel that it was rushed? Yes. The reason and people have been questioning me about Coltrane. Why did Velveteen Dream win back the World Heavyweight Championship? And the reason why Velveteen Dream won back the World Heavyweight title is because, in my opinion, I felt that Apollo Crews versus Dream was done, number one, too early, and number two, I felt that Apollo Crews' World Heavyweight Championship reign was rushed. I felt that the Dream was not ready for SmackDown Live yet, and I didn't want to move him. And I stated to production, I said, we have to continue this. It was no choice. I said that it was no climax to it. So the reason why Dream won it back was I'm not done. They're not done with each other. Not by a long shot. They will meet again. Now, how will they meet again? You guys will find out in 2K20. But they will meet again. And when it's time for Cruz to get back what is rightfully his, you will know when it's time. And I think I'm not going to mess it up this time. Um, I felt that both of them was playing a heel, which was really, really uncomfortable. Um, and I want the next time I do a storyline, you know who's the clear babyface and you know who's the clear heel in their story. You know, whoever you guys get behind, that's the guy that's going to drive the story as the heel. I mean, as the babyface. It's it's basically up to you guys. I kind of have an idea who I want to be the babyface and heel, but whoever you guys want will do. So let's see how the story goes. Let's see how we advance in this story between these two. And I'm just gonna say this: they will meet again. They will meet again, but the next time they meet, the story will be clear. The story will make more sense, and it won't feel rushed. Because I'm really really sorry about that. Um, to everybody. JAW stated that, okay, I thought the UK Championship match from WrestleMania was great, and Sami Zayn versus Andrade, my favorite match, hands down. That was awesome. Ooh, that's two really good picks. That UK title match for Mania was insane. I got to give it to that match, man. My man, that the producer for that match, shout outs to him, man. He did a fantastic job scripting that match. I loved how it came out. And that concept for a match like that shows that we can do multi-man matches because it turned out freaking amazing, and the right guy won. The big dog Roman Reigns won the title, and he started his reign of terror for a couple months until he just lost it at Mega Man Event Reunion. Um, I thought that was fantastic as well. So I gotta agree with him on that. And Sami Zayn versus Andrade Cien Almas um, was really really good. Um, I think that I won't do that again. I mean, thinking about it, I want to do those guys again because they really really tore the house down. And I would and you know the funny thing, boss. I was just doing the match. I really didn't expect it to be no 5, 6, 7 star classic. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying, come on, let's just do Zayn and Andrade and see how it goes. And you guys said that match was insane, and I was like, oh my god, I agree. That really really wasn't. That really was absolutely incredible to witness and incredible to see. Um, for that. Now on to the Royal Rumble. Fun fact: the Royal Rumble is the second longest show of 2K19. 5 hours and 3 minutes and 54 seconds. This was longer than WrestleMania. This was longer than SummerSlam. I think this was longer than SummerSlam. This was longer than WrestleMania. I believe this was longer than SummerSlam. Because SummerSlam was I think 5 hours and 2 minutes. Hold on, yeah. Yeah. So the Royal Rumble was longer than the hmm yeah, this Royal Rumble show was longer than WrestleMania, longer than Money in the Bank, and I think it edged out SummerSlam. From No, never mind. Oh, never mind. Jesus, never mind. The third longest show of 2K19. Jesus. This started my trend of 5 hour pay-per-views. Yeah, guys. This is why I split up WrestleMania into two parts, because the Royal Rumble was really, really, really long. That mother trucker was long. It was 5 hours, and Jesus Christ, hey, it really wasn't supposed to be that long. The original script had the Rumble being 3.5 hours. I don't know where the 2 hours came from. I honestly don't know where did I put those 2 hours at, and had 2 extra hours on the show. But my God, Jesus, that show was long. It was really long, really really long. Um, in my opinion, out of the big five, this is ranked number. This is hard. This is ranked number five because all the big five delivered in 2K19. So most of you guys was not around, but I say this is number five because um it has issues, and it had a few botches in it. like the Royal Rumble match for the men was botched. The wrong guy won. KJ Jones was supposed to win the Royal Rumble. Um, as I stated before, KJ and AJ was the WrestleMania storyline that we had going, and KJ Jones was supposed to win the Royal Rumble, headline WrestleMania, face AJ Styles, and beat him for the Universal Championship. But my amazing producer, first off, put two KJ Jones in the Royal Rumble, and both of them got eliminated. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and I'm just sitting here like, oh my god. And I was just like, holy crap. So, two of them were in the match. We had two KJs. We had two Samuel Lewises in the match. Um, and it was just a mess. An absolute mess of a show. And both KJs got eliminated. And Dolph Ziggler, you heard me right. Dolph Ziggler won the Royal Rumble. And he was our sixth man in the series history to win the Royal Rumble. And I said, you have got to be joking me. I was heated, people. I was so mad because Dolph Ziggler, okay, it was Ziggler and Nakamura. I could have easily done Nakamura and Styles better than WWE did it at WrestleMania with KJ Jones in a triple threat match. But Ziggler threw out Nakamura as well. And I was just up and on. I just threw my stuff up and I was like, oh my god. I was like, that was terrible. That was really, really bad. And that is why the Royal Rumble is ranked number 5. And also, these matches were way too long. And getting back to Boss's point, yes, I agree. I think next year, in 2K20, we will not have these 5-hour pay-per-views. I honestly, these shows are really, really too long. Um, and some of them just feel dragged out. And people are feeling fatigued and are kind of getting tired of the long pay-per-views. Um, and that's why Mega Man Event Reunion was only 4 hours. And the only reason why it was 4 hours was because of the two Iron Man matches that we had. We had an Iron Woman match and an Iron Man match that was 15 minutes and 30 minutes. Everything else flowed perfectly. That's the only reason why it was 4 hours, and that was the only reason why it went an hour ahead because of those two lengthy matches. But Mega Man Event Reunion was paced very well, and it seems like I'm cutting down my time. It was only 4 hours. It wasn't 5. It was 4, which was really good. Um, and the Royal Rumble, besides that botch, I had no issues with it. You know what I'm saying? It was a yeah. And then it all comes down to match scripting, which um which I am still working on. I'm still working on my match scripting because some of these matches are scripted and some of these matches are not scripted. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you're getting when you look at the matches. I could give you an example on Mega Man Event Reunion. The main event that was scripted. The WWE Championship match that was scripted, and it flowed very well. Had a great ending, and we went on about our business. But the Fatal 4-Way United States Championship match, was the winner planned? Yes, but that match was not scripted, and it was all over the place, and it was one of our lengthy matches. Um, and as well as as well as the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. That match was not scripted, and it turned out to be longer than it needed to be. So I'm looking back at 2K19. Yes, I I would do. Did I want longer pay per views? Yes, 3 hours, but not no freaking 4 hour, 5 hour, 6 hour shows like I've been doing. Like these matches, I'm giving these 15, 16 match cards. Um, each match like 23, 15 to 25 minutes, and that is ridiculous for a match. We don't want to be freaking like New Japan Pro Wrestling where every match is like 25 minutes. Like, dude, I mean, you that is insane to sit through that. And I commend everybody that stayed. We had an average of 8 people. And I think no, it was 7 people that stayed throughout the duration of that stream for those 6.5 hours. I commend people because some people had to go to school the next morning. Some of y'all had to work a AM job in the morning, and you people stayed and watched that show. And it was absolutely insane how you guys stayed there and watched everything unfold on that 23 match card. And that's another thing I gotta get to do. These match cards are really too long. That's another thing I gotta talk about. These match cards are too long, and I have to cut down these matches because 25 matches for SummerSlam is not good. Just saying, we're gonna be here all day, so I'm never doing that again. You know, I mean, I would say 10 to 12, maybe. Maybe if you're defending every single championship, yes. Uh, I've even told you that was crazy when I found out. Yeah. Oh, I'm lagging a bit. Oh, I'm back. There we go. It was crazy. And these match cards has to be turned down. I'm gonna say the most I will ever do again is 14. Like max. I'm not going to 14 because 20 matches is it's ridiculous. Like seriously, man. That's 20 matches is 10 matches per brand. Could you imagine if you add NXT in there? Oh my god. We'll be sitting with 30 matches on the card. No. No. We're not doing that. No. So I've been talking with productions. We met to talk 2K20 plans going into Clash of Champions and got the Clash of Champions show written and build is ready to go. All I need for Clash of Champions. Everybody else is in the game. The only people I need for Clash of Champions before we even start 2K20 is KJ Jones and Samuel Lewis. That's it. They are the only custom superstars on Clash of Champions. So I'm telling you guys, since you guys since Boss and Sammy are in the stream right now, the only custom stars I need for Clash of Champions is Lewis and Jones. Everybody else is already in the game. So, which I'm really proud about. Thank goodness we actually wrote ahead and did that one, which is amazing. And we only had to cut one match from the Clash of Champions show, and that was the Creators World Heavyweight Championship, because the only thing you're going to see on Clash of Champions is straight championship matches, and that's only 10 matches. Actually, now 9. I think it's 9 or 10, because the Creators World Heavyweight Championship is not being defended. So I think it's only 9 championship matches, and I think 9 matches is way better than 15 or 16 of them. You know, that's 5 matches each from I think it's five championship matches from each show. You know, added on that the Cruiserweight Championship is a 6th title for SmackDown Live. That gives you 10. That gives you 10 matches, because we're taking out the Creators World Heavyweight Championship because it's not being defended. So that's 10 matches on Clash Champions, which is not bad at all. And I can do all that in Universe mode, because basically 2K has set it up that we can do up to 14 matches on pay-per-view. So I can do all my matches in Universe mode, which saves me so much more time than going into play mode. All I gotta do is set up the card and play it, which is amazing. I love it. Good. I commend 2K20 on that detail for helping me with that. So, yeah. Wow. That is match scripting. I think one of my 8 matches shows was 2.5 hours. Like the Elimination Chamber. The Elimination Chamber did not have that many matches on it, and it was only 3 hours. So I mean, I think the chamber had, I'm gonna say 6 or 7, 7 or 8. Um, yeah. So that's why it was only three. That's why it was only 3 hours. And then combined with the chamber matches itself taking up a bulk of the match time. That's why the elimination chamber was only 3 hours, because the chamber matches. I didn't want to have that many chamber matches to over gimmick size the pay per view. A few chamber matches at a time, and that's exactly what I did, and it was turned out to be successful. So, you know, but like I said, match cards are going down. We're gonna have the cards are going down. The time is going down for these shows. The only 4 hour show that I would the 4 to 5 hour show that I will excuse is WrestleMania. That's it. The Royal Rumble, there's just no need for the Royal Rumble to be freaking 5 hours long. That is totally insane to sit through. There's no reason out of this world that the Royal Rumble should be 5 hours long. No, that is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You know, you will never get a 5 hour Royal Rumble from me again. Just saying, not happening. Nothing. There's no reason why Money in the Bank should be 5 hours. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view was 5 hours long, and a 6 hour SummerSlam. Jesus, I was shocked I had a voice the next day. Guys, and the thing is, I went to school like nothing happened. I was like, hey guys, I had my voice and everything the next day, which I was shocked about. 6 hours and 40 minutes. That was the official runtime. The longest pay-per-view of 2K19. 6 hours and 40 minutes and 3 seconds. Seriously. Jesus. That was insane. But yeah, I think the only major thing I gotta talk about is Mega Main Event Reunion. Um, in my opinion, this was the best finale I've had. 2K18's finale was really good. It set the stage for things that was going to be amazing in 2K19. And 2K17 finale was average at best. But I think my favorite finale is 2K19, and it was really successful. You guys really loved it, and it was the best pay per view of 2K19, which rightfully so. It's the season finale. It's supposed to deliver, and it did. My overall favorite pay per view was the Survivor Series, build wise, but this was the best pay per view from top to bottom of WWE 2K19. And I want to thank everybody that was involved in it. JNW, thank him for that freaking amazing highlight reel beatdown with Batista and Cole. Thank Mark for the beautiful graphics for the show. Thank everybody that was involved on this show that made that weekend special, because that weekend was one of my favorite weekends of 2019, and I want to thank everybody for it. I really appreciate it. Now, shows like that deserve to be 4 hours long, not no regular old pay per view. Like, for example, let me give you guys an example of a long pay per view. I mean, there's no excuse. Why was the TLC pay per view 4 hours and 16 minutes? That's ridiculous. Why is a TLC show 4 hours and 16 minutes? That's utterly ridiculous and way too long. Way too long. And that's inexcusable. There's no reason why TLC should be 4 hours and 16 minutes. No. Not happening again. It's not happening again. I'm sorry. But you guys have been asking me some questions. I put this out on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, or you don't have an Instagram, whatever. Follow me on Instagram at CodeChain2018. That's my Instagram. If you guys have not followed me on Instagram, I urge you guys to go do so. I do get some video ideas from Instagram, and you guys can DM me on Instagram, whatever you like, or follow me on Twitter as well, which is the place I be every single day. I'm on Twitter every single day. You get the news first on Twitter. Twitter gets exclusive content. Twitter gets exclusive sneak peeks. Twitter gets exclusive opinionated stuff that goes on the channel. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter. Let's get to 2,000 Twitter followers by the beginning of 2020. We hit 1,000. We're at 1,000 plus on Twitter. We're growing rapidly on Twitter. Let's keep the train rolling and let's get to 2,000 followers on Twitter.com. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. But Instagram got the poll questions today. Somebody asked me on Instagram, Coltrane, where did Coltrane Productions come from, and will this be a future channel change name in the future? Now, I was thinking of changing my channel name to Coltrane Productions. I will leave it up to you guys. Um, Once I reach 2,000 subscribers, I was thinking of changing the channel to Coltrane Productions. And the reason why I wanted to change it to Coltrane Productions is because this YouTube thing I do will be a part of my future stuff I do um in real life with my company I have in real life that I'm going to own. So I was thinking of doing Coltrane Productions and making it into a future thing and changing the channel name, but I honestly haven't decided yet. I haven't talked with the crew yet on if we want to make that change, because that's a big change, big change. Hold on, guys. That cookie was really good. Like I said, all right, all right. Back to the show. I'm sorry about that, babe. I was called to go do something. Um, like I said, so we'll see about a channel change to Coltrane Coltrane Productions. Once we hit 2,000 subscribers, I haven't decided on it yet. I might leave it up to a fan vote. If y'all say keep it at Coltrane, we'll keep it at Coltrane. If you guys don't want me to change the channel to Coltrane Productions, we will not change it to Coltrane Productions. Um, you guys asked me, why did Universe Mode start? I get this question a lot. Universe Mode started on YouTube because of Merce YT13. I always explain this every year. Um, if it wasn't for Merce, there would not be Universe Mode. He made an advice video and he talked about what he wanted to bring in the channel. When he only had, I'm gonna say 600, I'm gonna say 500 subscribers. Not even the base that he had now. Um, and and she said, and he said that why not you make a YouTube channel and make a universe mode and just show your creativity. And I really took his words and his influence to make my own universe mode and put it on YouTube. Another part of it was my friend. We have been cool since 8th grade. Um, One of my best friends. He made his own YouTube channel, and I figured out how to record from the PS4 and live stream it to YouTube. I figured it out, and he taught me how to do it. And Universe Mode was born from those two people, my best friend and my and Merce YT13 was the reason why WWE 2K17 Universe Mode was born and continued into 2K18, 2K19, and now 2K20. That is how Universe Mode got to um, YouTube. Those stuff right there, reasons right there. Um, Somebody asks any advice on how to make a major storyline, and then somebody asks, what if your audience doesn't like the storyline? I'm gonna say this: a lot of people give us criticism sometimes that okay, some things they don't like. They don't like some people as champions and stuff like that, and I take it as a challenge. Whoever just jumped in, stay here for this. Don't hop out. Don't hop out. Stay in this for this. Stay in here for this, guys. I want all of my universe mode content creators to hear this. You know, yes, your audience matters, but you do what you want to do in your series. Don't let the people tell you, "Oh, this story's trash," and you pop it in the trash can. No, you take that as a challenge. When somebody says your stuff is trash, and they good, maybe a lot of people do say that, not it's from time to time. But when I see those comments, I see those chats and streams and comments in my comment section, I take that as a challenge, and I say, okay, I want to prove to you why this is not trash. I want to prove to you that my storytelling is up there. You know, do what you feel is best. Now, don't no, don't go wacky and crazy over it. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody if somebody moaning and complaining that Goldberg is the world champion and he's beating a Aleister Black, we have a right to moan and complain about that. Yes. Oh yes. Obviously people are going to get mad about that. That's obvious. You know, but you have to make them believe in why you made it and why you made it that decision to have Goldberg beat Aleister Black. You have to get them invested into the storyline, because if somebody's not invested in it, they're not gonna like it to begin with. I want all my universe mode people to hear that. Do what you want to do. Is your universe mode, or are they recording it? No. Most of the time these haters that giving these criticisms and stuff like that, they got 0 subscribers, and they just watching your show. You know what I'm saying? That's that's all I see. Um, and people have been stated that I am a good long term booker, and I admit, yes, I am. When it comes to short term storylines, I don't like short term storylines that much. I don't. The reason why I don't, because I like telling a story, because I am a storyteller. That's one of my favorite curriculums in English is storytelling. My teacher asked me, "Hey, can you write me a story about anything you want to?" I can write a story on superheroes and write a 7-8 paragraph essay on superheroes, and tell her a story from beginning to end. And I always make A's on that because I am a storyteller. I'm a natural born storyteller. That's why Universe Mode is perfect for me and Coltrane Production, because we are all natural born storytellers. We love writing, we love creating, we love producing, and we love wrestling. That's why our Universe Mode is so successful, because of those reasons right there. I'm a long time storyteller. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I'm gonna say this: you can make whatever you want to make. I'm gonna just give you these tips. You decide whether, like Boss said, you evolution of the characters as they go along, and have continuity, have continuity, um, in your stories, and invest in them. And if you invest in your stories and you have those in continuity and you continue that story and you always go back and remind people what you did, people are going to invest in your show. If you don't have continuity, if you are all over the place and when you're planning and you are all over the place in your storylines, your universe mode will not get over with people. People will come disinvested. Like, i.e., some YouTubers on YouTube. No offense, I love the wrestling community, but some of you guys that are doing this, y'all need to change. You need a new format. You need a new build. You need to try some new things because the way that you're getting into this is not the right way. That's why I want to differentiate every single brand you see in the series. That's why me and Boss, I'm gonna talk to him when I get my hands on 2K9 2K20, and he's gonna teach me the highlight reel. I want to learn the highlight reel. The reason why I want to learn the highlight reel because I want NXT to be different from what you see from Raw and SmackDown. I don't want the same thing you see on NXT to be the same thing you see on Raw and SmackDown. The reason why is because I want that difference. I want the shows to feel different because I don't want my universe to get stale. That's one thing I don't. I always want to get innovative, whether that be in the quality, to get innovative to make the quality better, whether that be in editing. You know what I'm saying? Where that be an investigation in storytelling. I'm making the strives to put this show over and to make this show something. You gotta do that. I'm not gonna name names, but some universe modes are stale. You know what I'm saying? Some universe modes are really, really stale. And and the reason why they're not gaining is because they're not innovating. And then because they're not changing with the times. Every game, some people want something different in the universe mode. Some people want the difference. You're doing this rather than this guy doing that. You do it a different way. Don't do it the same way as the same other guy. Because if you do it the same way, then you're going to be competing with them, and that is not good. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that at all. You don't want to do that. So, my advice to ask that question about storytelling: be different, be you, and do your thing. But invest in your stuff, plan long term, and tell stories and get people invested. And if you do those things, your channel will blow up. I.e. the Boss Man, I.e. J Dog, I.e. Third Strike, I.e. Merce, I.e. me, I.e. many more that I can name. Because they have the formula right, and they're innovating, and they're getting better every single episode, and they're getting better every single week that they do something. Everything and all those categories are getting better, and that is why they're growing at a fast pace because of those things. You know, difference, variety, something different, something that's not being done on another channel. Editing. The reason why my stuff is blowing up, I credit to my community ways, to how I invest in everybody that's on this channel. If you have a YouTube channel and you're on this channel, I will find time to watch your stuff. And that is why people gravitate towards me. You know, I might not have the editing right now. I might not have the quality right now for a universe mode. But once I get it, it's going to take the universe mode to another level that you haven't seen before. It's going to take me a while to get all that stuff. But I'm just giving y'all that universe mode advice. Going to 2K20. I predict that every single one of my subscribers that watches me, if you have a YouTube channel, you will reach your goals next year. JW, you will reach 1,000 subscribers next year. Sammy, you will reach 1,000 subscribers next year. I predict it now. I'm speaking it into existence right now. All universe modes, you will reach your goals next year. I promise. Because if you put the effort in and you follow this advice that made me so successful last year. All I did was follow Murph's advice. That's literally all I did. I followed Merce YT13's advice and I got 1,000 subscribers. I didn't use them. Those people that came from him didn't have to hit that subscribe button. They wanted to hit that subscribe button. I made them hit that subscribe button. I didn't force you. I didn't force anybody to hit that subscribe button on this channel. I grinded. I worked for him. You know what I'm saying? I followed his successful format that make him have almost 16,000 subscribers right now. And got invited to 2K. I was so proud of Merce being invited because I was there from the beginning when that man had 500 subscribers. I was there. And I watched his channel grow and get better in those 2.5, 3 years now. You know what I'm saying? Use those advice. Use those tips. And I promise you, you're going to blow up. It will happen. It will happen. But overall, 2K19, you were great. You were great to me. 2K20, I want you to be better. 2K20, I want everybody to grow. 2K20, I want, I want the community aspect in 2K20. I want this to be the year for creators. I want everybody to hit their goals in 2K20. That's what I want. That's what I want. My personal goals in 2K20, it's just that simple. Y'all heard it earlier. 33,000 views and 2,000 subscribers. And the third goal that I ultimately want is monetization. That's my goals. But you know what I want for everybody? You know what I want from everybody that are creators? No matter if you do this for fun, I do this for fun. I do. I do it because I love it. I was never in it for the money. Because I always had computer science to be my money. I always did. Before I even got on here. I knew I wanted to be a software developer. I knew I wanted to. I love computers. That's what I want to do. I want to work in IT. I want to work in software development. I never wanted to do YouTube as a money-making opportunity. I do it for fun. But I will, you know what I ultimately want in 2K20 is for everybody to reach their goals. Everybody. Everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice. Any goal you have. And you do YouTube and you make WWE 2K20. I want you to reach it. I want you to reach it. I want you to grind to it. Because I know it can be done. I've seen it happen with my own eyes. That answers the next question. Any advice? Any advice? Any goals? That's what. That's all I gotta give you. That's all the advice you need. It works for me. If it can work for me, it can work for you. I don't care if you got a team. I don't care if you do AEW. I don't care. I don't care if you do New Japan. I don't care if you do Ring of Honor. I don't care if you do TNA. It can work. It can work. You can be successful. We can all get to Dank's level. We can all get to Dank's level. 1,000,000. It can be done. We can all get to Tony Beast the Guy's level. We can all get to Mercy's level. We can all get there. You gotta put in the hard work. You gotta put in the passion. You gotta put in the effort. Which most of you guys do on a daily basis. I think small YouTubers are better than the bigger ones. Because of the effort that y'all put in to y'all shows. That's what I'm saying. Now, I have to get to Angela's live stream, but I kind of went overboard, but I was just answering you guys' questions from Instagram. Thank you. I thank you guys for a successful 2K19. And once again, thank you. But it will be a bigger and better 2K20 for everybody. I promise you. Sammy, you will do it. I promise. Keep doing what you're doing. Trust me. Trust me. It will happen. I promise you guys. I promise. Mark my words. I will do whatever it takes to help you reach your goals as much as I can. Everybody that's watching this video, and hit that like button. Whatever goal you have, I will do whatever I can to make sure you guys reach your goals in 2K20. Because you did it for me, I'm going to do it for you. You all did it for me. When I sat here last year and made that New Year's Day video, and I made those goals on December 31st, 2018, all those goals I made came true. Every single one. And if it wasn't for you people, everybody that's watching this video, it would have never happened. So why not I repay you guys for what you did to me? How about repaying it and doing it for y'all in 2K20? That's why I keep saying it. It's a new decade, it's a new year, and everybody goals will be made. I promise that. Again, thank you for a great year. That's your recap of 2K19. We're on the 2K20, and Clash of Champions will be the first pay-per-view of WWE 2K20 Universe Mode, and I will look to have the first episode of WWE 2K20 Universe Mode live and up live in the next 2 weeks. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been your host, Coltrane, and we will see you guys in WWE 2K20, the game that everybody, and I mean every single person, will hit their goals. I gotta go, guys. Angelus, you're next. If you guys don't know who shows support to Angelus video, that will be out. He's live right now. I'm gonna go head over there before I head to EA versus Dutchtown. My school is playing Dutchtown today. The wannabe rival of our school. Ooh, so exciting. So we're gonna be playing them today. So that's gonna be my Friday night, and then I will have some more videos up for you guys on tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow, guys. And part 2 of my WWE Draft parody will be uploaded tonight. And y'all thought part 1 was good. We're gonna finish singing that little song I sung. We're gonna finish singing that little song that we sung last year, man. From last part, man. Part 1 was it was amazing, but part 2 is gonna be even better, man. I promise y'all. Part two was insane, but that was before I got my hair cut. But yeah. It's still gonna be funny. Oh man, so I just gave that passionate 20-minute speech. Oh, okay, well, that's fine, man. Go back and watch the replay. I just gave that passionate 20-minute speech on you hitting your goals and answering my Instagram questions and all that stuff like that. And I was just about to wrap up because I really have to go because I have to get ready to go to this game. So um but yeah, man, go back and watch the video. You know, that's all you gotta do. Yeah. Yeah, you know, because it was a really passionate 20-minute speech about hitting your goals, story, some universe mode advice, and then I talked about my own universe mode, how we evolved, and all that amazing stuff. So, yeah, just go back and watch it, guys. But I really have to go now. So thank you so much for all the consistent support. We're on the road to 1.1K subscribers, baby. Oh, we hit that 1.1K by November. I doubt it, but anything is possible on this doggone YouTube channel. Cause Coltrane Productions, we don't play no games. I'm your host, Coltrane. Remember to be glorious at everything you do, and be phenomenal or be forgotten. I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be live on tomorrow. Talk to you guys in the next one. Peace. Whoosh.